Hey, welcome to my midlife crisis. This is Hairbrush Poetry Jam, and today I'm going to read for you a poem I wrote called Dripping Gown. When I was a kid, I was growing up in southern Missouri, and my grandparents had a house at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we would go up there on the weekends a lot during the summer. And this poem is about a weekend when we would go up there and a rainstorm would come in, and this depicts a scene where I'm probably about 12 or 13. So, not quite a kid anymore, not quite an adult yet, and this is, what we would do for fun if it was raining at the lake. So, here it is. I hope you enjoy it. Dripping Gown. Most weekends, we went to the lake to swim, sunbathe, and ride the waves. Grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins, our relatives came by the dozens. Days at the lake rely on sun, and no one wants to be the one who gets there when rain's in the sky. They stay indoors, and they stay dry. But they're the fools. If you ask me, I'd never even miss a beat. The rain is the best time to play. It washes all the pain away. I'd turn the music up so loud and dance all night under the clouds. The raindrops sliding down my skin make me feel alive again. I stomp and splash and spin and scream, sway back and forth like it's a dream. To lose myself in this wet night, bare feet in puddles, I delight. Pour all this darkness down on me. You'll never get a frown from me. Just find a silver crown for me and slip this dripping gown off me. 'Cause I'm the queen of what's insane. I breathe lightning and drink the rain. And no one here knows my real name when every day is a different game. Turn up the song, kick up the beat, and make some room for happy feet. 'Cause this right here is where I live. This right here is what I give. I bring you never-ending rain. I bring rhythms that ease your pain. The splashes wash all over you. The verses make you feel brand new. So tell me why they want it dry. I'm telling you, I'd rather die. There's nothing better than a night of cold and wet and dark delight. Okay, so if you're a night person, be a night person. If you're a morning person, be a morning person. Like, you do you. Everyone has a different sort of setting where they feel like they're really the most powerful and the most themselves. I wanted to, I started doing these posts on Facebook and Twitter called Here's the Daily Report. And the reason I started doing them was because I noticed I really was not interacting on social media very much. I was having a really hard time with the quarantine and being home so much and not interacting with people. And I had just completely kind of gone silent on social media. And I decided I wanted to have some way of showing that, we're still doing things, we're still struggling, and adding some humor to it. So the thing about the daily report is that you might notice that I only post them every other day, and there's a really good reason that I do that. One thing that we found out during the quarantine was that my husband's circadian rhythm is not actually 24 hours long. So whenever we realized that we didn't have as many scheduling constraints, we decided to just be really flexible with our schedule. And he's always struggled with his sleeping schedule. And he's always tried, he's always been more of a night person. And he's always had a lot of trouble regulating his sleeping schedule. So he said, I'm just going to stay up until I'm tired and then sleep until I wake up on my own. And what we figured out through a little bit of trial and error is that he stays awake for about 34 hours and then sleeps for about 14 hours. So he sleeps every other night. And every other day he wakes me up and we have coffee and talk about all kinds of ridiculous things. So that's how the daily report came in. It's actually for every one of his days, which is every other day. And it also gives you kind of a little bit of a unique rhythm and a little bit of a feel of our lifestyle. So, embrace whatever rhythm works for you. And that's what we do. And it's been really it's made a huge, fantastic difference. So, having said that, now it's time for highlights from the daily report. Here we go. The whole house smells like cheese, and I couldn't be happier about it. Icicles are not effective weaponry. Peanut does not get enough belly rubs. It's alarming. Yes, we've made a bandana quilt, but what about a banana quilt? I can't believe there wasn't a sugar spice. How is that a bad guess? It's only a failed experiment if you didn't learn anything. Okay, so there's only one thing left to do. I think like a scholar and spin like a baller, so hit the subscribe if you care what I holler, the bell and the like, and you'll show me some love. My jam is a poem. I don't ask for much because who needs a microphone? I have a hairbrush.